This is Starfleet Command, a game based on the Starfleet Battles tabletop wargame, which I've played a couple of times, but I've played this quite a bit, and it's basically a sort of tactical ship combat game. It has a bit of a story, but it's primarily just a kind of skirmish war, space battle type thing. Anyway, I'm going to show you the first of the story missions. Welcome to Starfleet Special Task Force, Commander. We are very busy, so let's get down to business. There's been an alarming increase in military activity across the quadrant in the last few months. The foundation of our recent peace has been the Organian Treaty, which was brokered by a race of advanced beings after hostilities between the Federation and the Klingons threatened to plunge the galaxy into war. We have not heard from the Organians in weeks, and we want to talk with them. Your mission is to go to Organia and scan our listening posts for any messages that they may have sent. If there are no messages, proceed to Organia and discreetly scan the planet to see if anything's wrong. Try not to disturb the Organians unless it's absolutely necessary. They're very sensitive about contact. Well, you know, don't they like that movie? Or maybe they like it a lot and they're like, don't Chris. Yeah, okay, shut up. That's all for now, good luck. Okay, so Captain's Log, Stardate 2287.326. The Organians brokered the peace between the Federation and the Klingons. If anything has happened to them, it may be taken as a signal by the galactic powers to reignite old conflicts. Our mission is to examine the listening post at the edge of the Organian system, and if we find anything wrong, to investigate Organia itself. So, this calls for yellow alert, I believe. There we go. I'm very familiar with this game, and the controls are kind of second nature to me. You set your speed down here. My shields have raised. Yellow alert means shields up but weapons not. And these listening posts look suspiciously like very small little space stations. See that? Anyway, let's get a bit closer. And I should give you some background about the Organians. They were in the original series episode, an episode called Errand of Mercy. I'm going to give some spoilers for it, so if you don't want to hear, if you want to see that episode, you might want to not listen to this. Anyway, it contains one of my favourite moments from the series. Hang on, just let me scan this thing. It'll let me in a minute, I think. It'll tell me. The scripting for the missions is a bit sort of dodgy. Anyway, yeah, it's about this. Oh, listening post ready to be scanned. There we go. It's about this Federation Klingon war that breaks out, and it centres around the planet Organia, which is a point of tactical importance, but the people on it are very primitive. They're also very pacifistic and refuse to fight the Klingon occupation. Kirk and Spock are trapped on the planet when Core, who turns up later in Deep Space Nine... Oh, hang on. No messages. Oh shit, they're firing. Maybe the Organians don't like us. Commander, there are weapon systems on the pod. It's impossible. The Organians will never permit weapon systems in their system. It's Federation technology. This doesn't make sense. Okay, well, it's not much of a threat, so let's just proceed to the next listening post. Turn off the scanners for now. Oh, wait a minute. That's a Klingon ship. See the target thing? What are you doing here? Such talkative creatures, humans. Like a drunken dog that can't stop barking. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so eventually these Organians, who seem like just these little village people, reveal their true nature as these non-corporeal super beings. And they're disgusted by the conflict between the Federation and the Klingons, and they use their powers to make any act of violence in the war physically impossible. Like the phasers get too hot, they can't even touch each other to punch each other. And there's this scene where Kirk and Core are arguing with the Organians, saying, "You have no right to do this." And, you know, Kirk is saying, "We have the right to handle our own affairs. We have the right to..." And the Organian says, "To wage war, Captain? To kill millions of innocent people? Is that what you're defending?" And, you know, it's this, like, moment of realization for Kirk. He realizes he's, you know, defending his right to fight a war he doesn't want. And, yeah, it's just this really powerful moment in the series. And is that both of them? I think there's only two. let's check the map here. I'm not really explaining the controls here, but no messages from the listening posts. There's only 2, aren't there? Yeah, let's head to Organia. I'll remit to scan Organia if the listening posts don't. Just make sure I'm not aiming for the planet. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a really powerful scene, and it's probably one of my favourite moments from the series. And this is basically the plot of this game seeks to explain what happens, because obviously they don't keep the war from happening forever. You know, we see war nearly break out in the undiscovered country, Star Trek 6, and yeah, this is taking a while. I'm going to speed up time. Yeah, you can actually set the speed down quite low, so it helps you, you know, plan more carefully in combat. The combat we'll actually get to. Still on yellow alert. You can go to red alert, but you know, it's kind of nice to roleplay it a bit. You know, you wouldn't. Oh god, the Klingons are getting close. What are you doing here? What do you wish to discuss, Commander? Federation-Klingon relations, the latest starships, the weather on Earth? Well, no. I kind of want to discuss why you're getting so close to my ship. Their shields are up, their weapons are armed. I'm going to red alert. I have my crew to protect. I am Captain James Tiberius Burke of the Starship something else. I don't know. Starship YouTube. Yeah. Starship Let's Play. Okay, come on, scan it. Yeah, I think the scanning is automatic. I don't know if this really does anything. Like, the kind of plot of the game and the mission scripting is kind of divorced from the actual way the game works. Now, like I said, I did play this a lot, but unfortunately the AI is kind of dull, and what really makes this game come alive is the multiplayer, and it's actually the first game I ever played on the internet multiplayer. I actually played it on the old MPlayer, which was not a media player. It's like a it's a bit like GameSpy, which is what actually took over from it when MPlayer went under. And I was actually part of a fleet or clan, and it was quite a lot of fun to play. Oh look, no sign of the Organians or their civilization. They're gone. Starfleet's not gonna like this. We're being held by the Klingons. Very well, go ahead. I take it you haven't found the Organians either. There's only one way to find out if they're gone. We know that Organians always interfere in a fight, so... yes, of course, and here comes the combat. Klingons. You Klingon bastards. Yeah. Now, these are the weapons over here. Phasers, photon torpedoes, and drones, or missiles, which don't actually appear in the series, but they do in this, and they kind of add a bit to it. Yeah, I played it a lot on MPlayer, and it was a great deal of fun. Back on dial-up. Actually, before I got like, I spent a lot of money on it before we got like a connection that was per month. I was spending per minute costs on playing this game, but it was so much fun. There's so much subtlety to the combat that can be involved when you're playing against a human opponent. Like the first person I played against who wanted to recruit me, he had an inferior ship and he just completely destroyed me, and I had no chance. And there's a lot you can do. You can I'm going to launch a probe at the ship, which will let me see I can see there phasers, disruptors and drones. Now he's firing at me, but from this range it won't do much damage, so I'm not really concerned. You can set your torpedoes to proximity mode, which gives them a higher chance of hitting, but they do less damage. Pretty cool. Yeah, but it's all range. It's like you can see these shields on either side, on 6 sides. You know, you can see my shields are slowly being flailing about like mad. The idea, if one of your shields goes down, you should turn to face your powerful shields towards him. Each of these weapons has their own firing arcs. You can see here. See, this one fires basically all around this arc here. Photon torpedoes only fire forward. Anyway, I'm getting close, so I should probably start firing soon. The sort of magic number is 8. whatever units. Oh, I just selected my weapons on fire. Oh shit. Look. Oh. Okay, what I did there, you see these tractor beams? I've captured that missile so it can't hit me. And he can do the same. Firing phasers. You see it says Enterprise there, but that's not that's not actually my ship's name. It's only got one model for each class of starship. Yeah, anyway. Another thing you can do, you can get these cool little scatter pack shuttles, which is basically a shuttle laden, an automated shuttle laden with missiles. Don't shoot it down, don't shoot it down, damn it! He shot it down. Okay, that would have launched like 5 missiles at him, and it can be quite devastating. You've got to time it really well, and I didn't do that. I'm laying a mine there, that should be time away. Perhaps even destroy those missiles if I'm lucky. No, too late. Oh shit, my shields are down, Captain. I'm the captain, why am I talking to myself? Okay, I'm going to reduce my speed and reinforce the shields. That should be useful. Okay, fire a drone. Phasers. Now see, his front shield is damaged. If I can just get round there, I'm not going to make it. Not going to make it. Oh shit! Oh no, I'm doing badly. Like I said, I did play this a bit, but I am a bit rusty. See my systems? Oh fuck! Organians, where are you? Sorry, I don't like war. Okay, let's do some boarding actions. So I'm beaming over little task force. Shit! Oh no, I'm not gonna get killed. I don't usually do this badly. Trust me, I thought the one game I'm actually good at. Repair the systems there, obviously. I'm not really explaining what I'm doing, but okay. I'm gonna slow down time a bit. Just, oh shit, I'm fucked. I'm gonna die. Torpedoes! Oh no. Death Slayer. Not slaying death, you're serving death. Okay. A move of desperation. I can refit my probes for attack mode. Hail? Surrender and we will kill you quickly. Skilled execution, as you know. Okay, surrender. Oh, no, I mean I surrender, not you. Okay, I'm totally fucked. I'm gonna die. All my ship's weapon systems are destroyed. That's embarrassing. Well, you know, as you can see, it can go wrong very quickly. And it can be a lot of fun. I don't know if there's even a multiplayer community left for this game. There's 2 sequels. The third one is probably more popular in the TNG era. No! What have I done? Commander Jim has been killed in the line of duty. Game over. Cue the bagpipes. Yeah, good thing I saved. So anyway, you get the idea. I'm not going to make too long out of this because the combat is probably not too interesting to watch, but it is quite fun. But like I said, it's not really that much without multiplayer, so... And I've kind of played this to death, so... Anyway, this was Starfleet Command, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.